What is a secret you will take to your grave? Hiya, I'm a 26-year-old Indian-American man, and my parents recently tried to set me up with an arranged marriage to a girl I don't know. To get them off my back, I told them I was gay. But now they're attempting to set me up with a guy instead. Many non-Indians seem to think that in Indian culture, parents simply choose their children's spouses, but it's more nuanced than that. In reality, parents tap into their social networks to find potential partners. If both parties like each other's photos, they meet in person to decide if they want to marry. It's as if your parents are acting like Tinder, arranging meetings to see if a marriage could work. While it's not as oppressive as some believe, the process feels rushed, and I'd prefer to date someone before diving into marriage. Lately, my parents have been pressuring me to settle down. I didn't realize that at 26 I was considered too old, but apparently I need to start giving them grandchildren. Every time I visit them, they present me with new potential matches, pictures of girls I've never seen, asking if I'd be willing to meet or marry any of them. It's quite annoying, but I'm too non-confrontational to outright say I don't want an arranged marriage. Doing so would likely lead to arguments or intense questioning about my reasons. In search of a way to stop their relentless matchmaking, I thought of a solution. It would be easier to tell them I'm gay than to explain my aversion to arranged marriage. Later, I could find a girlfriend and claim she made me straight. My parents are conservative, but not the type to disown their children for being gay. So, during my last visit, when they showed me pictures of a girl, I looked them in the eye and said, "Mom, Dad, I'm gay." A heavy silence followed, and after what felt like an eternity, they asked if I was sure. I confirmed, and my mom assured me they would love me no matter what, and that I should pursue my happiness. My dad was quieter and more awkward about it, but he eventually echoed similar sentiments, acknowledging that times are changing. I felt guilty about how genuinely my parents responded, but I was relieved that they stopped their marriage proposals, at least for a while. Then last weekend I visited them again, and my mom seemed unusually excited. She sat me down and pulled out a binder filled with pictures of men. Apparently my parents had spent the last month searching for gay Hindu Indian men for me to consider marrying. I was in the same situation as before, but now I was looking at pictures of gay Indian men instead of girls. My mom handed me the binder, and I hesitated but decided to play along. Most of the guys were unattractive, but one caught my eye. He was cuter and more feminine than many girls I've met. I told my mom I liked him, and she joked about the irony of me wanting a guy who looked like a girl. I thought that would be the end of it, but my mom contacted his parents, and we ended up having a Zoom meeting. Surprisingly, it went really well. We discovered we had many interests in common, and he seemed like a genuinely nice person. Ultimately, we both agreed we didn't want to rush into marriage and preferred to date first. I informed my parents of our decision, expecting them to be upset about the delay, but they surprisingly accepted it. My dad said that as long as marriage was a goal and we didn't get intimate before then, they were fine with us dating first. This entire situation could have been avoided if they had communicated that earlier, but I'm glad it turned out this way. The other guy lives about 4 hours away, so we've mostly kept in touch through Discord and gaming over the past few weeks. This Saturday, we finally met in person for a date, and honestly, I think I might be falling in love. He's cuter than any girl I've ever met, and he shares my interests. If things continue to go well, I might even ask him to marry me in a few months.